All right, here we are. Welcome to the Scorched Earth Podcast, the sports edition. We're going to give you a rundown on the sports, get your Saturday up and running. All right, if you could, though, please hit the like and subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Let's start out with the biggest story in the NBA. Victor Wembanyama is out with a blood clot, out for the rest of the year. He was minus 2,500 to be the defensive player of the year. Jaren Jackson now, who was at, I think, 18-1, is now minus $150 from the Memphis Grizzlies. It's, because you can't make the 65-game minimum to get an award. It's a terrible blow to him. First of all, I worry about his health. A lot of people, and I'll cop to it. I'll be honest. I tried to be. I thought it was just some ploy originally by San Antonio to get a higher draft pick to get into the lottery. They didn't want to be in the play-in. Really, if you're not going to win the title, I don't think they're capable of beating OKC this year. Heck, I don't think they're capable of beating Denver or even maybe Houston. I don't think they're capable of beating any of the top four. They were just going to try and get another valuable asset for next year and make their run. But then, I heard about the blood clot. That's a serious thing. That's a serious medical issue. He's a young man. Kid's not even 21. 21. I mean, you look at the superstars in the NBA, Luka Doncic, who is a superstar, barely going to turn 26. This guy's got 5 years, 2029, and he'll be the age that Luka is right now. It's like, oh my Lord, God, how do you do that? But I will say that I have never seen a defensive force quite like Luka. I mean, not Luka, Victor. You watch their games, and literally everybody is jacking threes because nobody wants to get within 10 feet of the paint. The guy is, he is just a spider, man. He's agile. He's talented. He's getting better offensively. I wish they'd post him up a little more because literally when you see that guy posting 8 foot away from the basket, it's like he's just dropping it in the bucket. Nobody can guard him. Nobody can do anything. And really, who are you putting on the guy? You're going to put your center, he's just going to go around him. You're going to put a guard, he's just going to sit there and just pop it over. It's going to be like pop a shot at the local arcade, just keeps going. So I hope Victor gets better. It is serious. I am wondering what they're going to do with the coach. I wonder if Pop's coming back. There's a lot of intrigue going on there. R.C. Buford and company, I guess, have a lot of decisions to make. I'd like to see Pop back, but maybe he's had his run. One of the great coaches of all time, I'll tell you that. He took a small organization and he made them big time. That's for sure. All right, Friday night, Cleveland smashed the crap out of the New York Knicks, 142-105. I don't understand what's going on in New York. I did talk about this earlier in the year, that Tom Thibodeau is good at building something up, but he just can't seem to take it to the next level. Whatever it is that drives him to get his players playing great also ends up destroying them. He is the guy who can get you to the mountain. He just can't get you to the summit. And they're going to have a problem. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm unlike anybody else. I think the Knicks are going to have a real problem in the playoffs. I do. I think there's something about Thibodeau. I think he grinds on him. I'll tell you who I think he's like. I think he's like Dan Campbell, for the coach for the Detroit Lions. He's a really, really excellent coach. He can get you there. The problem is grinding on the guys every day eventually burns them out, eventually destroys them. And I think that's where Thibodeau is getting to with the Knicks. I know this is an outlandish take, but I am telling you, I don't think they are as good as Milwaukee. Yeah, I know the Bobby Portis thing, 25 games for illegal substance. I don't think they're as good as Orlando. I definitely don't think they're as good as Boston or Cleveland. I think they got a real problem, and they're going to play probably one of those teams. Well, they're not going to play Milwaukee, but they have a real chance they're going to be playing Cleveland. You know, we're going to see. We're going to see what happens here. Michigan State on Friday night smacked the crap out of the Wolverines, 75-62. May, the coach of Michigan, was re-signed quickly. There was rumors he was going to go to his alma mater, Indiana. That seems to have been put in the back burner for right now. The Yankees are going to allow nicely trimmed beards. Welcome to the 21st century. Cowboys haven't started contract negotiations with Parsons. Why do the Cowboys always wait? Why do they wait to the beginning of the season to do the Dak Prescott thing? Why do they wait to the last minute to do the CeeDee Lamb? I understand that they get more press, they get more talked about on social media, things like that. But at the end of the day, they're just shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, you know, Jerry and Stephen Jones like to say, well, you know, we're spending a lot of money. Well, you know, you don't understand. You don't understand how much we got to pay. Hey, Detroit's doing it. Philadelphia's doing it. They are handling the salary cap better because they signed the guys early. You know, everybody was screaming, oh, Monte Brown, $30 million. Oh, my God, we're paying too much, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Yeah, let's see what happens with Jamar Chase. Let's see what they do when they reset that market. You know, let's see what happens with T. Higgins. You know, I don't care what they paid Jamar Chase. It isn't enough. He's going to get his $35 million, but let's make no mistake. Cincinnati got him last year for $4 million. They saved $30 million last year. They are a cheap organization. They are run by cheap owners, and that is what's going to eventually destroy them. They have a generational talent at quarterback, and they are going to blow it. I'm telling you right now, they're going to figure out a way to blow it. All right. Mexico Open's going. We'll give you an update on that tomorrow. Honestly, I really don't care about it. I'm not really intrigued. It's when Florida comes. I'm waiting for the players. That's 3 weeks off. And then we get to the Masters. We get to Magnolia Drive. All right. If you could, hit the like, subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Next week, I think we're going to have Brother Scott and we're going to have Brother Brian on. It's going to be nice. We're going to be able to do the split screen. It should be a lot better podcast. I hope you're going to like it. All right. If you could, leave some comments, and I will see you tomorrow.